So I've got some good news, or what I consider good news. It's not happened over here yet, but hopefully whatever happens in the States happens over here. Amazon, if you're watching and you want somebody who knows how the UK motor trade works and you want to build the best platform, give me a shout. It was car gurus really that put a rocket up Autotrader, and sadly it was car gurus' fault that Autotrader introduced some of the things that dealers don't like. Not because it's transparency, as Autotrader state, because Autotrader's algorithm can't tell the difference between a car that's straight out the box and an old piece of polished up shite from the auction. Can't tell whether you've got new tyres on it, can't tell whether it's had the cam belt done, it can't tell how it's been looked after, it just doesn't know, so it just gives you an average. And an average, like Autotrader's figures, means nothing. All it can do is put you off going to see it. All it can do is create an argument from the start. When I've picked the phone up before and the first thing somebody says is, why is your car overpriced? We say, no, it's not. It's a lovely car. And the funny thing is, it takes me back to when I was working at Amari's, and a chap rang up and he says, why is your Bentley so dear? I've seen others on Autotrader that are a lot cheaper. So I said, okay, a lot cheaper. Have you actually viewed them? And he said, no. I said, I'll tell you what, send me your email address and I'll do you a video. I wish I still had the video. It's a wonder I haven't somewhere. And I did a video of this car that was in the showroom and it was just like it had come out of the showroom brand new. Sent him a video and he bought the car. You know, but it started off confrontational. Fortunately, our car was the colour he wanted with the interior he wanted. Otherwise, he would never have rung up. But that's the point. Things that put customers off should not be down to the medium that's advertising it. It's up to the dealer to entice the customer with the price, with a description. Before you even get to the description or the price, you go on Autotrader. It won't be on there because those are too new. Of course, they don't want to put prices on electric vehicles that are too new because that just shows punters what an absolute joke they are. So we'll just go to used cars, mileage. We'll do 20,000, so that should, and the most recent. So here we go. That's a good price there. That one's a Cat N, good price. Fair price, great price, good price. Good price, you think it's a good price, but it's not. It's not that good. I wonder if that's Ricky Hatton's. No, it's not. So yeah, you go to, fortunately we've got AT Price Tracker, put that one there, good price, one lady owner, full Vauxhall service history, 11 Vauxhall stamps. Now that's a good price. The guys managed to get all the good points in the description. So one owner, full Vauxhall history, and 11 main dealer stamps. You see their good price, close to market average. It's only done 17,980 miles. But to be fair, close to market average includes all the shitty ones too. They really needed to take photographs in a different place. Mud all over the tyres. Mud inside the car. Just landed, photos to follow. Good picture of the service book. Looks like it's been abandoned. Look at that. I mean, if that chap took photographs in a decent place, he'd be able to put that car up 300 or 400 quid, I would think, if it's as he says. So yeah, so this is Autotrader. Autotrader obviously have also got their leasing company, and I think they concentrate on things. I think they talk about things that they shouldn't. I think they should keep the nose out. I think the company should be split up into the car advertising company, the car valuation company, and the car leasing company. Those three together do not belong. It's a recipe for disaster. Far too tempting these days for corporate people to just, you know, put the foot on the scale when it suits them. It just, temptation should be removed. They shouldn't be allowed, in my opinion. So what's the good news? The good news is Amazon partners with dealers for used car sales for the first time. 8th of October 2025. Beep beep, used and certified pre-owned cars have arrived. Amazon has expanded its US auto retail platform to include used and approved used vehicles, allowing dealers to list their second-hand stock directly on the site for the first time. While the service is not yet available in the UK, a global digital retail and technology giant like Amazon entering the UK used car market would certainly raise eyebrows, following the difficulties of attempts by Virgin Cars and Cazoo, which both failed to crack digital used car sales. Well, yeah, Virgin Cars, Richard, and Tesco's, don't forget Tesco's, they've all made a complete cock-up of it. And the reason is that people want to see the vehicles. That's the best thing. But we got around that in COVID by doing a video all around the car, inside and out, 100 photographs and a video test drive. As you may know, in the UK at the moment, we're in a funny situation. We've been locked down for 3 weeks, and you can actually go to work if you can't do work from home. We've been doing our best to work from home, but there's certain things we can't do. So one of the things I'm doing today is going into the garage to check the vehicles, make sure everything's all right, look around the premises, and then get me shopping, get a bit of exercise, and then come back home. But what I'm trying to do, our car sales really depend on the videos, so I'm trying to incorporate this video test drive in this Mercedes-Benz SLK in my daily activity without annoying anybody, without doing anything wrong and against the law. I've been out of the house for about 5 hours at the most in the last 3 weeks. I've been working on the website. I've been saying for ages that I needed 2 weeks off with no phones ringing, no live chats, no going to work, to sort the website out and the web store. Unfortunately, I didn't want to be able to do it with the whole of the UK lockdown, which is the case at the moment. We've been gearing up to be contactless, really, or minimal as possible, because John and myself are hoping to semi-retire and work from home. So we don't want to be sitting around the garage all day waiting for customers just to show up on the off chance. We want to be working by an appointment only. That's the best way. That's the way we're going to be doing it. That's the way we have done probably for the last 2 years, really. We got round that, and John still works like that now. Most of the cars are sold over the phone. The customer comes to pick them up. If he doesn't like the car, he goes away. He gets his deposit back. If he does, he goes away in the car. To my knowledge, we've only had one person who we've agreed a deal with over the phone who didn't take the car. And the reason he didn't take the car is because he specifically wanted a Nara bronze. Discovery. And although this one was bronze, it wasn't Nara bronze, but it looked Nara bronze in the photos. So I hold my hands up, wrong light, whatever. It was me that photographed it. But, you know, we sold it pretty soon afterwards, so that's not a problem. The main problem where distance sales and sales over the internet fall down is because it's not got the personal touch like John and myself had. Because you've got hundreds of cars and you can't put the effort into each individual car to make it stand out for that one particular customer who wants to buy it. But if your medium is advertising cars for a load of independent dealers, they can. So your medium works for independent dealers. That's what Autotrader is doing. Autotrader haven't got anything. All they've got is an advertising medium for other people, and depending on how much effort they choose to put into retailing their individual vehicles depends on the return. I think Autotrader have got complacent. I think they've got too big for the boots. I think they've got arrogant. I think they're condescending, the way they talk to people. And I think they're concentrating too much on a certain sector of the market, and within that sector of the market they're concentrating on a certain sector of suppliers, which in my opinion is completely wrong and shouldn't be done. So hopefully Amazon will be able to replicate Autotrader's platform and do it better, because it needs to be done better now. This approach in the US would be more akin to becoming a potential challenger to UK rivals like Autotrader and Motors. The e-commerce group launched new car sales in December 2024 through Amazon Autos, partnering initially with Hyundai, and later expanding to dealers in more than 130 US cities. Amazon has already partnered with Skoda in the UK for an e-commerce solution for new car sales. Fan Jin, global leader of Amazon Autos, said the decision to expand into used car sales was driven by dealer demand and consumer appetite for convenience. Yes, it is driven by dealer demand, and trust me, it's driven by dealer demand over here as well. When I worked for a website company for a short while, the one thing every dealer said when I went to visit them was, we want to stop advertising on Autotrader. It's too dear. It costs too much for the return that we get. But it's something that we actually can't afford to give up, because although it's too dear, we still sell more of our vehicles over that. I'm not so sure that's the case anymore. I've retired, but I still get the inquiries from Autotrader and Motors and Car Gurus. Car Gurus, I used to dread getting an inquiry because I'd chase them up, I'd send them, I'd reply to them directly, I'd send them a link to a video, a link to the page, a personalised kind of text, and you'd never hear from them again. And it led John and myself to kind of believe that Car Gurus just had a big room full of people just you know, typing inquiries out. Obviously that's not the case, but you know, we used to joke about it. And the funny thing is, other people used to joke about it as well, so it wasn't just us. Having said that, I've now noticed that Car Gurus, their inquiries are becoming a better quality, and John is selling more and more cars on Car Gurus. And it's got to a stage where I think perhaps Car Gurus and Motors together, which is still less than Autotrader bill, he's selling more vehicles than just on Autotrader. Sorry, I had to 86 the hoodie, I was too hot there. We look forward to bringing the convenience of Amazon Autos to used vehicle sales, he said. By including certified pre-owned and used vehicles, we're meeting dealer demand for broader online reach while offering customers a wider selection of high-quality vehicles to fit your budget and unique lifestyle needs. This move continues our commitment to support local dealerships, now connecting dealers with more prospective customers online across new, certified, pre-owned and used vehicle categories. Participating dealers will be able to showcase their inventory to Amazon's customer base with a platform offering transparent pricing, comprehensive vehicle history reports and customer protection features such as a 3-day or 300-mile return policy and a minimum 30-day or 1,000-mile limited warranty. Wesley Metcalf, managing partner of Premier Hyundai Moreno Valley in California, said the partnership offered an opportunity for his dealer to reach new audiences. He said, "We're optimistic about the opportunity to showcase our used and certified pre-owned inventory through Amazon Autos. We believe this collaboration has the potential to help us reach more customers and enhance our online sales process. The expansion positions Amazon alongside established online automotive marketplaces such as Autotrader.com, not to be confused with Autotrader in the UK, but with the added strength of its e-commerce infrastructure and customer base. In the UK, online-only used car retail remains a difficult model to master. Both Virgin Cars in the early 2000s and Kazoo more recently attempted to disrupt traditional dealer networks with a direct-to-consumer approach, only to withdraw or restructure after substantial financial losses. As I say, small online only works to an extent. Distance selling, it's just a can of worms. You're just leaving yourself wide open all the time. While Amazon's platform operates differently, focusing on dealer partnerships rather than replacing them, its brand recognition, logistics, expertise and customer trust can make it a more credible challenger to traditional classifieds and retail models if it enters the UK market. A spokesman told AM, "This is a US announcement. We have no further details to share at this moment." There you go. Amazon Autos is now selling used and certified pre-owned cars sourced from both Hertz and dealerships. Now I believe that this might just be the shot in the arm that EVs need, especially if Hertz are getting rid of their EVs and they go direct to platform, because not only will it make them cheap, those cars will still be in warranty. They'll be cutting the dealer out as the middleman. They'll be able to realise more for their EVs by selling them direct to the public. They won't have to stick them in the auction. The only problem that they will come across is part exchanges. But then that's been taken care of as well by Motorway. I'll put a link in the description to Motorway. You can sell your car privately on Motorway. And honestly, sometimes we've seen them go for way, way more than we'd be asking as a dealer. So I can see the future of the motor trade changing, especially if Amazon come into the UK market. I really can. I think the Amazon platform will have to improve. There you go. I've had to put on Amazon a postcode in America, and Beverly Hills 90210 just sprung to mind for some reason. And here we go. This is their platform. Now, I don't like this at the side. I've got to be honest. That search, I don't think it should be there. I think those should be hidden away like it is on Autotrader. I believe that the cars should be laid out that way, which it used to be on Autotrader and it is now not. It looks like a chessboard and just too much. It's too much for me anyway, because my eyes like dart all over the place. When you're reading something, you do that. So you tend to read one vehicle at a time in this layout, whereas an Autotrader layout, it's just, you know, as I say, I'm a bit dyslexic, so perhaps it's not like that for you. But here you go. So if that needs, all that business needs getting rid of at the side. That's too distracting. But then let me just see if I can find something I actually like and would want and how to use it. It's the first time I've used it, so I don't know. So somehow I've got in here distance from your zip code, new and used, condition. So I want used. So that's giving obviously the most popular one, but I want Ford. I don't want an F-150. Now, have I got electrics down here for some reason? Let me just go down. Gasoline. No, I've got gasoline. Sort by featured cars. Oh, not another one of those. Newest arrivals, so that would be most recent, wouldn't it? Show results within 75 miles of your zip code. I was hoping that we'd be able to see a Mustang, but sadly not. Let's have a look at this one. So what have we got? I don't like the search either. I want one that goes across it. Don't like that at all. I would want a video, and I do know that on eBay you can have a video, but also you should be able to put a link in the description where people would be able to cut and paste. So I would say there's a long way to go on there. But Amazon, if you're watching and you want somebody who knows how Autotrader works inside and out, and how the UK Motortrade works inside and out, and you want to build the best platform, give me a shout. I want to help the Motortrade. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.